Imagine yourself waking tomorrow to find last night's dreams scrolling across the morning newsfeed. Imagine a forgotten wish from childhood knocking on your inbox, disguised as a brand new opportunity. Imagine thumbing past a stranger's TikTok and feeling the timeline tilt, as if the clip reshuffled the deck of chances in your chest. If the heavens echo our hidden thoughts, did you just picture your way into a different reality? Welcome to the spell you've been casting all your life, mostly by accident. Tonight we'll pull back the velvet curtain. You'll learn why science keeps tripping over its own equations, how childhood whispers still autograph your destiny, and how a modern sorcerer named Joe Dispenza leads crowds in collective spellwork disguised as neuroscience. Before we're done, you'll hold a 3 Sigil Spellbook, simple, practical, dangerously effective. Use it wisely. The universe always checks your homework. 1. Cracks in the matrix. Headlines feel like glitch reports these days. One week, physicists announced that particles teleported across a bustling fiber optic cable without losing a single qubit of information. No extra hardware, no time to blink. Another week, drones film a patch of sky fluttering like torn cloth, #sky glitch. TikTok's 2025 trend report lists identity osmosis as the latest craze. Creators claim they can download a whole new persona, fashion sense, income bracket, accent, by binge-watching a curated playlist and sleeping with headphones under their pillows. To the rational mind, these stories look unrelated. Physics, folklore, lunatic marketing. But slip on occult goggles and they reveal the same fracture line. Reality's stage scrim is thinning. More light from backstage bleeds through every month, and a perceptive audience can see the set changes, sometimes help cue them. So the million-dollar whisper becomes, if cracks already spider across the matrix, why not press a finger into one and widen it where you need? The answer sits inside the most overlooked, least disputed portal you own. A realm so faithful to your commands it has turned sabotage into art. 2. Subconscious. Your personal djinn. Picture a genie sealed in smoke blue glass. It grants wishes blindly, gold or poison, no judgment. That genie is your subconscious. Decades of psychology, spiritual lore, and yes, edgy neuroscience agree on one stark principle. This inner djinn cannot think for itself. It only mirrors the images you slip under the cork. Gold in, gold out. Lead in, lead out. That's why some people turn everything they touch into success, while others, equally talented, keep producing reruns of the same heartbreak. They're not unlucky, they're faithful to the slides looping in their private cinema. The viral essay, The Hidden Engine of Our Success, or Failure, frames it like this. When your desires clash with deeper patterns, the patterns win. Every time. Translation, you can shout affirmations all day, but if your inner projector still runs, I'm always broke, the djinn dutifully paints new scenes of missing commas on paychecks. Understanding the djinn is stage 1. The real thrill begins when you see where its film reels were printed. 3. Childhood coding and shadow contracts. Every sorcerer worth her salt studies the 7-year window. From birth to roughly age 7, your brain swims in slow, dreamy theta waves, the same frequency hypnotists use to pry open stubborn minds. In this spell-soft state, kids treat reality like wet cement. A joke, a glare, a lullaby, each sinks in and hardens into a belief. Neuroscientists call the process synaptic pruning. Mystics call it the first pact. Take Trevor, a man who used to vanish from thriving relationships like clockwork. He tried therapy, date night calendars, weekend retreats. Nothing stuck. Then, during a meditation retreat, a memory bubbled up. 13-year-old Trevor watching paramedics pull his mother from a lake. His subconscious, still running childhood code, scrawled a brutal equation. Intimacy equals loss. To avoid repeating loss, adult Trevor fled love the moment it bloomed. That single shadow contract overrode 2 decades of logical desire. Once Trevor surfaced the contract, he rewrote it. Slowly, deliberately, until the djinn accepted a new clause. Intimacy equals safe and worth staying. 6 months later, he met the partner he would marry. The pattern never reappeared. Stories like Trevor's aren't rare, they're template. Early theta transcripts might be blunt. Money's evil, artists starve, bodies betray, or subtle. Joy makes you careless, praise is bait. Left unedited, they echo. You'll know an echo by its fingerprint. Repeating antagonists, recurring dollar amounts, déjà vu potholes that swallow year after year. Modern healer Katja Matosevich calls echoes emotional homing beacons. She's known for dissolving echoes in chronically ill clients. When the beacon quiets, symptoms often fade. Traditional doctors accuse her of placebo effect. Katja smiles. Placebo, she says, is just the jinn obeying refurbished instructions. Whatever label you prefer, one rule prevails. The echo summons until script changes. 4. The Modern Sorcerer, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Enter Joe Dispenza, a chiropractor who pivoted from spinal adjustments to quantum crusades. His best-selling manual, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, reads like a cookbook for hacking reality. Rehearse the future until neurons can't tell memory from fantasy. Charge it with heartburst emotion, then watch electrons rearrange. Corporate types scoff until they visit a retreat. Picture 1,800 strangers in matching eye masks, breathing in sync, heartbeats plotting on giant screens. For 7 days they chant, visualize and sob with gratitude for miracles not yet arrived. Researchers record brainwaves spiking into gamma, rare mystical bursts that sometimes accompany epiphanies or psychedelic trips. Skeptics label it mass hypnosis. Devotees call it a living sigil. One executive, once allergic to woo, confesses she almost skipped enrollment. Her inbox kept flashing last chance warnings, but her rational brain argued time, money, what if? Then a voice, rising from the ribs, not the skull, said, "Click now or miss the door." She clicked. The event sold out within an hour. Coincidence? Synchronicity shove? Either way, the jinn registered obedience. Dispenza doesn't claim sole authorship of the method. Hermetic scrolls, Sufi zikr, and Pentecostal revivals all use the same blueprint. Breath plus emotion plus image equals transmutation. He simply wraps it in MRI scans and TED-friendly anecdotes. For modern seekers who demand spreadsheets with their spells, that blend is catnip. Heart Ijram and brain waves to chest thunder. The HeartMath Institute records an electromagnetic field rippling several feet beyond the body, 60 times stronger electrically than the brain's. You already know the shadow version. Walk into a room that just hosted an argument, and you'll taste metallic tension, even before anyone speaks. That's entrainment in reverse, discordant drums clanging around the furniture. If the subconscious stores your rune, the heart broadcasts it. A field humming with shame might repel opportunities like an anti-magnet. A field vibrating gratitude can act as cosmic Wi-Fi, pinging matched frequencies. Allies, mentors, serendipity. Skeptics want more peer-reviewed proof. Fair, yet military studies on emotional contagion suggest squads adopt commanding officers' moods within minutes. Hospitals log lower cortisol when nurses start shifts with coherence breathing. Whether we blame magnetism, mirror 6 enment witchcraft on your FYP scroll modern feeds and you'll see spells in denim. Hashtag quantum shift boasts 1 billion views. Teens post jump journals, scribbling the date they'll wake in an alternate timeline where exams are easy and soulmates share lockers. Pop brands hijack the lexicon. Manifest your shade, cosmetics, enhangle with brilliance tech ads. Some gurus peddle instant destiny downloads for $222. Others offer free 17-second wish workouts. Algorithmic woo can seduce or empower. If it hijacks your longing, you funnel heart drum electricity into someone else's checkout cart. But if you wield discernment, trends become tutorials. Each viral hack hints at the same triune engine. Thoughts, feelings, ritual. Now let's carve your personal version. 7. Sigil Spellbook. Practical ritual. You don't need a moonlit forest, though ambience never hurts. What you do need is intent sharper than scrolling thumbs. Sigil 1. Reveal the rune. Spend 3 sunset-colored nights as a detective of déjà vu. Notice what loops. Unpaid invoices, ghosting dates, drained energy by Friday. Jot each loop as a rune. Short, symbolic, empty wallet, vanish love, cracked back. Beneath each rune, scribble the first belief that floats up. No censoring. The list might surprise or sting. Good. Shadow's name starts shrinking. Sigil 2. Rewrite the rune. Choose one rune to transmute. Before sleep, dim lights. Breathe 4 counts in, 6 counts out until your ribs loosen. Drop awareness from forehead to sternum. Now screen a mind cinema scene contradicting the old rune. If money is the itch, picture your banking app glowing with commas. Hear the soft ka-ching. Feel the screen's light on your cheek. Flood the moment with zero-doubt gratitude, like exhaling after finding a lost ring. Bathe in that feeling for a slow count of 60. Whisper a seal phrase. So written, so witnessed. The djinn just copied a new slide. Sigil 3. Anchor the rune. Before the next sunset, perform one micro-action matching the film. Transfer $10 to savings. Cook a lavish breakfast to honor abundance. Compliment a stranger's shoes to prove generosity. Action nails imagery into wood. Without it, the subconscious files the scene under fiction. Repeat nightly for 30 days. Each rep deepens the groove. The trickster's test. Old runes dislike retirement. Within 72 hours of a powerful spell, expect a cameo. The overdue bill, the snarky X, the migraine. This isn't cosmic cruelty, it's quality control. The universe asks, are you bluffing? React with the old panic and the djinn downgrades. Respond like the upgraded you, calm voice, decisive step, and the spell passes inspection. Tests often dissolve as quickly as they arrived, leaving a breadcrumb trail of tiny miracles. Random refunds, unexpected compliments, a clear CT scan. Smile when the trickster shows. Exams mean the curriculum is working. 9. The final vanishing act. Surrender. A sage once compared destiny to sand. Clench it tight. Grains flee through knuckles. Cup it gently. Sand rests, sun warm. Surrender isn't laziness. It's collaborative choreography. After the sigil work, release the stopwatch. Let results choose their own scenic route. Gratitude locks frequency. Detachment keeps doors unlocked. 10. Emin, a 24-hour dare. Tonight, ink one impossible sentence on a slip of paper. I cash my first 6-figure check. I wake pain-free and sprint the beach at dawn. I laugh beside my soulmate over burnt toast. Fold it, press it under your pillow. Breathe into theta softness. Screen the cinema. Flood gratitude. Tomorrow, perform a single-aligned micro-action. Message a potential client. Stretch with kindness. Smile at a stranger's joke. When old friction flares, treat it as exam number 1. Document whispers of shift, lighter waking, lucky parking, intuitions that check out. By day 30, the journal may read like low-key fantasy. By day 90, friends will call you lucky. Smile. The djinn loves fresh ink. 11. Wolverilog bending the mirror. Cracks in the matrix widen under curious fingertips. Childhood shadow contracts loosen. Heart drums sync with new tribes. This isn't escape from reality. It's authorship. Your thoughts storyboard. Your feelings finance. Your actions publish. If you're ready to bend the mirror, type, I'm ready to bend the mirror below. Claim your first rune and run tonight's sigil. In our next chapter, we'll translate heartbeats into data and show skeptics the numeric shadow of magic. Until then, remember, gold in, gold out. Lead in, lead out. Choose your alchemy wisely, and I'll meet you between the beats, where timelines twist like smoke into any shape you dare to breathe.